there will be a picture of me behind the tills saying, "Do not serve this woman." Hello you gorgeous people of the interwebs, I hope you're having a fan-dabby-dozy day today. Brace yourselves kids, because there's a little bit of a rant incoming. Now I like to keep my channel a light, happy, playful, fun place. You won't see any of those don't do these 10 things kind of videos over here. But today is going to be a little bit of a ranty rant because I went to place an order on my second favourite department store, my first being Harrods, my second being John Lewis. And the order was kind of cancelled straight away. And I was like, oh, okay, we couldn't process it due to security reasons. I thought, that's very, very strange. So I thought I would do a video today about it because I found out the reason after a lot of legwork. And I am fuming. So we're going to get into that. I've got the receipts. That's always handy to have, isn't it? It may be a little bit of a stream of consciousness, and it does tie into a couple of other things that I have spoken about more recently. If you are new to my channel, then hiya, I am Gwenny, and I love luxury in all of its glorious forms. And if you love luxury in all of its glorious forms, get down there, hit subscribe, and ring my bell. Show the videos you enjoy the thumbs up love, that's giving them a like. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. So we're here to spill the tea. Or coffee in this case, and I'm not going to spill it, I'm going to drink it because I need it. Now I don't know if you've noticed, but Christmas is coming up, and with Christmas comes gift buying, and with gift buying comes placing online orders. So the order that I went to place included a diary for 2025, pour moi, and a couple of gifty poos for other people. Placed the order. I got a confirmation number come up on the success screen, and then I received an email saying, "We're sorry, we were unable to complete your order." It was something like that. I'll take it. If I can do it without putting any personal details up on the screen, I'll take a little screenshot and show you exactly what it was they sent me. I thought, well, that is very, very strange. So I thought I would have a quick look and have a look at my recent orders. The last successful order I was able to place was on the 7th of November. That was just a couple of bits, something for my planner, and the order previous to that was on the 28th of October, and it was for that flowy pinky dress that I had been waiting months to be released. I had to notify me up for when it was released so I could order it straight away and try it. It wasn't for me. It was at the same time too small with the underfrock, and then the overfrock was way too big. So I sent that back. So successful orders throughout October. Successful order on the 7th of November. 15th of November is when I tried to place this order and got told it failed the security checks. I tried again on the 15th of November after checking all of my details, and then I spoke to someone at John Lewis. They said, you know, have you checked with your bank? I thought, I haven't actually done that, so I'll do that. My bank said there were no issues there, but they could see the order had been reversed by John Lewis. It hadn't been rejected on their side. I was told again by John Lewis to leave it 48 odd hours and try again, but there was nothing on my account that was causing an issue. So I tried again on the 18th of November. Twice, same result. 20th of November, once, same result, and that was after speaking to them again and speaking to the bank again. So there was no reason for these orders to be rejected, which is effectively what they were. They were being cancelled, but they were being cancelled by John Lewis. They were rejecting my order. So I spoke to John Lewis again. I got through to customer support, and they told me I needed to speak to returns and refunds. So they wouldn't put me through to returns and refunds, but they put me on hold and spoke to returns and refunds themselves. And what they said, what they came back with after talking to that department, was that I had hit the limit for the number of returns. I was a bit surprised. I asked what the limit was for number of online returns, and she said, oh well, there's no real limit. If there was an actual limit, she wasn't able to tell me. She told me that the problem that had been flagged for me against my account was not really the number of returns I'd done. It was the fact that I didn't return an exchange. And that was the key thing that they said was, well, you didn't exchange, you just returned for a refund. And I was like, well, yeah, the thing didn't work. So I sent it back in for a refund. So I didn't get very far with them on the phone. They asked me if I would like a manager to contact me back, and I said, yes, please, I am still waiting. But during our discussion, I had said that, yes, I had returned a few of my orders, or part returned some of the orders, because things didn't fit. And I wasn't able to get in store to try things on in store and either buy it in store there and then or order it online when I got home so I wouldn't have to carry it around, safe in the knowledge that the thing would work out for me because I tried it on and it fitted. The line and I used to live in Reading before we moved here a couple of years ago, out to the sticks, and in Reading we had a lovely John Lewis that I spent quite a lot of time in. The Lion can attest to that, and it was a bit of a hobby for me just to go into John Lewis and spend 3 or 4 hours just wandering around, picking things out, trying them on, in store. Didn't always go well. See my previous experience video about looking for a wedding outfit, which I will have linked, and this kind of ties into that in a way because trying things on in store doesn't always work out and it can make us feel left feeling frustrated, upset, a bit down about ourselves, a bit down about our body shapes and sizes. You can order online and then try on in the safety of your own home, so you don't have that experience in store and feel like you just want to run away and get out of there. But it does mean that if things don't work out for you, you then have to return them. So this is the situation I'm in now. I don't have a John Lewis near to me. I think the closest John Lewis clothing store to me is just over an hour away on the train, so it's not close. Now John Lewis does a lot of brands that I actually really quite like, and I want to buy and wear the things from those brands, so of course I'm going to order them and I'm going to try them on at home, and I'm not keeping them if they don't fit. I had a look through my orders. I looked up all of the orders from 2024 and I have got them split by homewares, beauty, clothing, bras, and I've called out bras specifically because that's a whole thing in itself. And I placed 20 orders with John Lewis throughout 2024. I have returned all or part of 10 of those orders, and for every single one of those returned items, bar one, and I will come back to that in a moment, bar one has been sizing issues. Now, there are ways that I try and get round this issue with receiving things online and then them not fitting and me being left empty-handed, and that is where I would order more than one size at any given time in the same order. So if I think something looks like it's going to be a little bit tighter or a little bit more fitted, then I'll probably order it in a size 18 and a size 20 if a size 20 is available, and sizes aren't always available. Just take a look at the sale rails for any clothing store, and what do you see on the sale rails as the available items that have gone in the sale because they haven't sold out? And it's all the tiny sizes. It's all the size 6s and 8s and 10s that are available because they haven't been bought because the demand isn't there. But the 14, 16, 18, and if the brand does above size 18, and most brands don't, those are all gone. You don't stand a hope in hell of getting those. So I try and mitigate this by, if I place an order and I'm a bit nervous about something, I will order it in an 18 and a 20, or an extra large and an extra large, or a 2XL or something like that if it's available. Now that's a really big stress point. If it's available. A lot of brands stop at my size, a UK size 18, which I think is a US size 14 if I'm correct. So those brands stop. They don't make clothes bigger than that. I've recently come across this brand. This is Never Fully Dressed, and I shared this shirt, love this shirt, in a recent haul and try on video, which I'll also have linked down below. Now this shirt does go up to a size UK 28, but looking at the pictures on the product page, I thought, oh, it looks really nice and loose and flowy. So I felt fairly confident in ordering this in a size 18. and I love it, and it fits. Yes, wonderful. I also ordered this, which I also featured in the recent video. This is John Lewis brand, own brand. This is a cashmere V-neck sweater vest thing, and it is a size XL. Now, it looks on the model, it looks a little bit oversized, so I again felt confident that the XL would work on me. Not entirely like, oh yeah, nailed it, that's definitely going to work, but confident that it would work on me. And I'm pleased to say it did, because this does not come in a bigger size. It does not come in a larger size, so if that hadn't worked, that would have gone back. But two wins into October, actually. Two of the orders that I successfully placed in October, and they were wins. So I went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but I'm going to come back round to the fact that 20 orders placed. Now, a couple of those were homeware things, a couple of those were like diary planner things. Those things were never going to go back. And the same goes for any beauty products, because I tend to buy and stick with the same beauty products over and over. And if I don't, and if there is something new that I try, you know about it, like the Tom Ford Lippy and the palette that I also shared in that haul video, you know about it because it's something new to me and I'm excited about it and I want to share it with you. But generally speaking, my beauty stuff, I tend to stick to the same brands and the same products, and I just reorder those. I didn't write down how many of the 20 orders were purely clothes, but let's say it was 15 of them. So 10 of those orders had something that wasn't quite right. I called out bras as an entirely separate thing because I had found a bra brand that was working for me. I reordered some bras in the same size that I'd had previously from them, and this time they didn't work. I don't know why. Now, it could be because my weight distribution has changed slightly in the last year and a bit as I've been going into the perimenopause, which I'm firmly in at the moment, thank you very much, but I have noticed a weight distribution change. I haven't gone up in weight, maybe about 3 or 4 pounds, but not much at all. I haven't gone up in weight, but I've certainly seen the differences in my body. So these bras that were the same size that I had before, and I knew these worked out for me, so I felt confident in reordering the same ones. They didn't fit. I couldn't do them up around the middle. So my existing ones, clearly they've stretched over time as I've been wearing them and washing them, but those didn't work for me, so they had to go back, and that meant I had to try and find alternatives. So I tried a couple of new brands, and I tried, again, in that instance, ordering different sizes. So different back sizes, different cup sizes, and then I would keep the ones that worked out the best and return the ones that didn't. So to the point where the John Lewis customer service representative said to me, well, the problem is, you see, you didn't exchange, you returned for a refund. I'm going to order all of the options available to me in the first instance, and I will keep the one that works and I will send the ones back, because to me that is the only sensible way of doing it. Rather than ordering something, waiting for it to come in, trying it on, it doesn't work, starting the return process and saying, oh, can I have an exchange for this other size? They won't send the exchange out until they've received the return and processed it, so that causes a few days delay. By that time, in a lot of the clothing pieces I'm interested in and have seen, those larger sizes have sold out if they are available in the first place. So what's a girl to do? I did say to the lady that I spoke to, the customer services representative, and say, yes, I have had to return things because either the sizing is completely off whack, or it was the largest size available. Do you remember this really, really gorgeous kind of, oh, such a beautiful kind of pinky, lilac-y blazer that I tried on? Really, really loved the colour of that. I actually bought the trousers to go with that. I bought both of those in the size double XL, which was the largest size they had. It was really tight on the arms, and I felt uncomfortable enough that I would be put off wearing it. So as much as I loved the cut and the colour of that blazer, I knew I wouldn't reach for it. The trousers, the matching trousers in the same size, couldn't get them up my thighs. Now, I've got a fat tummy. I don't have fat legs, so I don't know what that was all about. But when I went and I looked, they just didn't have Not that there was a larger size available and it was out of stock. There was not a larger size available for it. So I couldn't have exchanged it. What am I supposed to do in that instance? Am I supposed to just keep it? Am I supposed to return it for an exchange for a smaller size? I don't think so. So I'm waiting for the manager to get in contact with me. I don't think that's actually going to happen. I think that was something they said to get me off the phone, because I was quite upset by that point. And after explaining that, yeah, I had to send them back because you don't have the size that I need. I can't exchange it. So we will see if anything happens with that, and I will of course let you know if anything happens with that. And the one thing that I actually changed my mind about, so it wasn't a sizing issue because it fitted, I just didn't want it, was the black denim, v-neck denim dress from Albury. I ordered that to try it because it was something I thought I would wear in New York when I went to New York with the handbag tribe. And it was too heavy. Like, I would have expired. It was already hot enough as it was. Thank you very much. So that was an order that fitted. Thumbs up there. Thank you very much, Albury, for doing sort of size inclusive, shape inclusive stuff there. Thank you. But I changed my mind on that one, and that was the one order that I sent back because I changed my mind. So I can't order from John Lewis anymore. I can't get into a John Lewis now because we've moved and I don't have one nearby. So it looks like I'm not buying from John Lewis unless I ask the Lion to order clothes for me from John Lewis. But when it ultimately doesn't work out, we'll still have to send it back. And is he going to get pinged as well? The Lion said he's fully expecting the next time we do go to a John Lewis department store in person that there will be a picture of me behind the tills saying, "Do not serve this woman." I wouldn't mind if I'd placed 100 orders and returned 80 of them, but that's just not the case. And I do feel very much like I am being penalised because brands can either not get their sizing accurate, there's no consistency across the sizing, or if they don't make a size large enough for me in the first instance, or if it gets sold out really quickly, so I can't take the chance. And I do know there are some fashion retailers who've brought in restrictions around multiple returns for people that just return everything they order, and then doing charges for returning. So you have to pay to return them, or you'll only get a percentage of the ticket price back if you return them. But I think that is based more around really prolific returners. 20 orders, 10 returns. Most of those are part returns, not even whole order returns. I've kept something because something's worked. Oh, it really got my heckles up, and oh, I was frustrated. Very glad that I slept on it for a couple of days before making this video, because even though it is rambly, and I do apologise for that, I am not quite in the same state that I was in when I got off the phone from that customer services representative. Have you come across this before? Are you someone who, because of where you are located now, you have to order in loads of clothes? When you want to buy new clothes, you have to order it in online, try it on at home, and then deal with returns. What have your experiences been? And I understand retailers can choose to serve whomever they wish, but really they should probably put a little sign up somewhere on the website and say, by the way, you're only allowed to return sort of 10 orders a year, otherwise we'll ban you from buying. It's not like it's a really big thing to ask for. We've got distance selling laws. They're not called distance selling laws anymore in the UK. I think it's the consumer contracts regulations, which mean if you order something online, unless it's something bespoke and you've had custom made for you, you have the right to return it. The amount of time you've got to be able to return it differs from if it's just I've changed my mind to it's broken and it doesn't work. John Lewis haven't put anything up on the website to say, be aware that we will do this if you return loads of things, more than we would like you to return, or if you return without asking for an exchange, which is apparently what the big problem was in this case. There are no warnings that this would be the case, and I think that's really bad. I think that's really, really bad of John Lewis. They've just recently reinstated their never knowingly undersold motto and program, which is if you can find the same thing somewhere else cheaper, they will price match it. That's effectively what it comes down to. This has made me feel really like I don't want to be trying to buy from John Lewis anymore, because I'm going to be penalised if something doesn't work out through no fault of my own. Anyway, that was a completely rambly video. I hope it made some sort of sense. I want to hear your experiences down in the comments section. Let's all have a big chat about this, and let me know if you've experienced something similar. I'm going to let you know if the manager does come back to me at any point, and if my account gets unlocked from John Lewis and I can start ordering things again. In the meantime, I've got to find somewhere else to buy all my Christmas presents. So yeah, I hope this video was, if not entertaining, I don't know, make of it what you will. But if you did like it, one way or another, please give it a like, show it the thumbs up love, and until I see you, yes you, for the next video, which by the way is going to be very, very exciting. I'm very tremendously excited about this one. Until I see you for that video, yes you, for the next video, I've completely lost it now. Be safe, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, stay fan-dabby-dozy, and bye-bye!